All right, back for another beer review, and today I'm reviewing a beer from Grimm Artisanal Ales, and they're out of Brooklyn, New York, and this is their Piña Pop. So this is a Berliner Weisse that is brewed with pineapples, coconut, vanilla, and lactose. Comes in at 6% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed at the time of review. This can is just over 5 weeks old. So Grimm, I've reviewed a decent amount of beers from them on the channel so far, but I've mentioned before, their Pop series is one of my favorite series of beers, period. They're basically dessert Berliner Weisses. They don't call them dessert Berliner Weisses anymore, but it's usually a Berliner Weiss. They usually add lactose and vanilla and then some kind of fruit. And yeah, it's just a great series. They used to do a pineapple pop that I never got a chance to try. So when I saw this one show up, I was like, yeah, Piña Colada, sign me up. So they are using, they say, a half a ton of toasted coconut in this one and a bunch of pineapple. So if I can't pick up on the toasted coconut in this one, I don't know what's wrong with me. Just plain and simple, I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, let's give it a crack, get into it. So I really like that they have started canning their Pop series. They used to come in 22-ounce bombers for like $9.99, which is expensive. But now they're in these cans, and they're like $6. Still expensive, but not as expensive. So yeah, the Pop series, I love it. Anyway, this pours out like a New England style IPA. It's like a bright orange, orange yellow color. Looks milky, looks turbid, looks hazy. Had about a half finger of a bright white head that is now dissipated to nothing. Usually when you're using coconut and fruits and whatnot, especially coconut, the oils from the coconut can definitely mess with the head retention, as you can see right now. And plus it's a sour. You don't usually get great head retention with a sour. Anyway, let's get a nose. Oh man, I can smell it from here. Yeah, there is a lot of pineapple actually in this one. Yeah, this actually is half ton of toasted coconut. I'm not getting a ton of coconut again. It's hard. I feel like when you use coconut in conjunction with other fruits, and especially in the sour, it gets kind of lost for me in general. But man, there is so much pineapple in here. It smells like a pineapple creamsicle. There's that, vanilla from both the lactose and the vanilla itself. There's the pineapple. There is an acidic tart note to this one. It doesn't smell straight on sour. It just smells tart, like it's going to be tart. Maybe even a little like citrus too, like a little orange, maybe a little bit of lemon. Probably just from the base Berliner itself. A slight grainy malt bill, I would say, yeah, like a slight grainy malt character. Yeah, there's even like a little stinky over-ripened pineapple thing going on too. Yeah, I would say blind, this smells like a pineapple sour, but they say they use a half ton of toasted coconut. I'm not getting it, hopefully in the taste. Cheers, everybody. Gotta keep it 100 with you guys. There's a little bit of coconut in there. This one is quite delicious, though. I'm just going to say that right now. Yeah, that tasting note of pineapple creamsicle in the nose just totally carries over taste. So first things first, this is a little bit more tart than I anticipated. It's approaching sour. A nice tart bite on the back end. The body of this one at 6%, straight up medium body, maybe even a slightly lower, like maybe higher side of low body, or higher side of low body, lower side of medium body. I'll just stick with straight up medium body. It does have a little bit of oomph there, 6%, it's fine. It does have, because of that lactose and the vanilla, it has a nice, soft, smooth, creamy vibe to it, but there is carbonation here. But this is all about the pineapple. It's all about the vanilla. It's basically a pineapple creamsicle in liquid form. It is sweet because of the vanilla, because of the lactose, and that carries on throughout the palate. Right up front, though, it's pineapple. As it passes through the palate, that vanilla kind of hits, and that lactose. It finishes with a nice, slightly acidic, tart bite to it. But it does finish a bit more to the sweeter side of things. Semi-dry finish. Maybe a touch of bitterness in here. A little bit of underlying citrus characters, like I was mentioning in the nose. Citrus would pretty much lean towards the orange and lemon side of things. There's a little bit of coconut underneath. Ever so slight amount of it, though. For them saying they're using half a ton of toasted coconut in this one, I don't know how much you would have to use to actually, for me personally, to pick up the toasted coconut character, but maybe a ton. I don't know. Literally a ton, not like 8. Jesus, what a terrible joke. But yeah, anyway, this is really good. Does it really replicate a Piña Colada sour or Piña Colada Berliner Weisse? Not exactly, but there is a shit ton of pineapple, from a juicy pineapple to like a overripened, slightly stinky pineapple. But all the pineapples here, tons of vanilla. It's a pineapple creamsicle in liquid form. It's very refreshing. It's a little bit on the sweeter side. I probably wouldn't want to drink more than maybe a couple cans of this because I think it would be a bit too sweet. But this is, again, on the dessert side of things, hence why they used to call this a dessert Berliner Weisse series. So I'm enjoying this. It's damn tasty. Rating on the Piña Pop from Grimm, I'm going to give that in between a 4.25 and a 5. We're going to lean more towards the 4.25 side of things. So we'll say 4.35 out of 5 for Piña Pop from Grimm. If you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. Yeah, it's pretty tasty, but if you're hoping for a ton of coconut, you're probably going to be disappointed if you base it off of my palate. Then again, maybe a lot of people have been getting tons of coconut. Who knows? We all have different palates. But for me, I do wish there was more toasted coconut in here to kind of replicate that Piña Colada Berliner Weisse that they want to achieve. For me, it's just a pineapple creamsicle. That's what it is, but it's pretty damn delicious. So I appreciate everybody stopping by for another review. To the next one, cheers.